Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren back with another 8-minute call. Why aren't things working for you? You keep asking, you keep knocking, you keep seeking, but the door's not open or it's not open yet. What's the issue? It really relates to faith. It really relates to belief. That's one of the weirder things about life. I mean, even non-believers, even people who are maybe not even necessarily good people, tend to get things because they believe they're going to get them. Faith is a powerful energy force. Believing, especially believing in things that aren't as though they are. When you can see something and you believe it's yours and you are focused on it and you are doing the right things to get it, the action and the energy necessary to get it, the chances of getting it go through the roof. You just can't say, well, I really want that new house. And then you go about your life, you never think about it, and then you see somebody get a new house and you complain about it. Yeah, I never got my new house but I really wanted it. But you never put the intention on it. You never put the action behind it. You didn't really believe. You didn't really believe that it was yours. Now think about anything where you've been successful. And I know this is true in my case. It's when I was maniacally focused on believing I was going to attain it. Maniacally focused, like singularly focused, like zeroed in. That is mine. I will have that. And I'm not talking just about material things. I'm talking about spiritual things, relationship things. I don't talk that way specifically, but it's how you feel. It's how you feel. How you feel really dictates outcomes. And those outcomes really started with believing and having the faith that it was yours. And the only way you can do this is to test it. You have to test it, meaning you got to stick with it. You got to stick with it during the phases of others, and some who you love are saying, that's not going to happen. That's not going to work. All the people who are the average people, the average people rarely get what they want. They tend to get what they think about the most. What is that? Well, I'm overweight. I'm tired all the time. I'm sick all the time. I'm broke all the time. I'm in debt. So that's what they're manifesting, right? Successful people decide what they want to manifest. They decide what's theirs before it's theirs. That is mine. I declare it. And suddenly this energy gets into a place that is amazing. Some people call it the zone. Some people just call it being in it, being present, being focused. But when it starts taking you over, that's when the energy, that's when things begin to conspire on your behalf. That's when doors open and opportunities happen. Now, you got to step through them. The action you have to take is that the people and the things that you need to achieve the thing that you want are going to come to you because you're attracting it. You're resonating at that higher frequency. It is literally how we're built. Go study the reticular activating system. When you have doubt, you are going to manifest what? Doubt. When you have faith and belief, and you can be one of those people who say, well, this never really works out for me. So we already know it is predetermined that it's not going to work out for you. When those words come across your mouth, you have got to strike them down. You have got to take control of those words, and you have to replace those words because your brain only knows what you're telling it. That's all it knows. That makes it the reality. So when you start to feel like I don't deserve it or I'm not going to get it or it never works out for me, you have to replace it with this is mine. I have conviction over it. I will be successful. I'm going to achieve this or that. You have to replace the bad words with good words. You have to program your own brain. There is no one else coming to program your brain. Well, I take that back. The media is here to program your brain. The government's here to program your brain. Dark and evil people are around to program your brain. And so there's a lot of destruction or destruction and distraction. Destruction and distraction. Hey, there's a ton of it, right? So who's in charge of your brain? You start programming your brain to focus on gratitude, focus on belief, focus on faith, and taking the steps. The doors will open, the people will come to you. You cannot blow it, because that means you didn't believe. You didn't have faith. So every time you allow those words to take control of you, you're going backwards, right? Every time you take control of those negative words, those negative emotions, those negative thoughts, you're going forward. Now, that doesn't mean it manifests right away. It doesn't work that way. You can't be hot wired one way for 30 or 40 or 50 years you've been on the planet and then, oh, I'm going to be this way. You have to program your brain. You have to get in shape for it. You have to spend time focused on it. Of course I believe in vision boards. Of course I believe in reminders. I'm a 70-year-old man, and I have things on the mirror in our bathroom. We have all sorts of goals and things that we want to achieve, all pasted all over our kitchen. We're not there. We're not even close to being there. We could check out and say we're there, but we're always moving forward. So we have our reminders, and we listen to the positive podcasts, and we wash away the dark thoughts and replace those with the thoughts that we need to have to trigger our emotions to be able to achieve what we want, as long as we step forward when it appears before us. Whether that's a person, whether that's a job, whether that's a business, whether that's a healed relationship, whatever it is, it's going to come your way if you start working on this. And then you get more and more and more, because now you know how to work the magic in your mind.